Hey everybody, and as promised, we are here with the follow-up video to the latest batch of finalized Zero Factor 2014 pictures, for the last two have come out, and we are here to discuss them, and by we, I mean myself, Mesnak, and
Me, LJ.
yes,
You're...
who did not get to join me for the last one, but is here
Yeah, you
now,
jerk!
and he can give his opinions on the wave as a whole if he so chooses.
Likely won't keep this kind of short.
Okay.
Sweet to the point.
Okay. So the two sets that we now have are the smallest two sets, the ones that were not included in the last picture leak from Walmart's Canadian website. The Evo Walker and Jaw Beast versus Stormer, both to my knowledge priced at $10. So we'll start with the Evo Walker. I expected this to be a lot simpler. After looking at the build, it's got a pretty intricate custom design. There's no torso piece used, kind of like what they did with Thornrax, and it's built entirely of
Whoa.
bones. And it looks like the turret can swivel around freely, which is neat.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Here's what I
retro,
don't like.
man.
The legs still look weird. Those bones hanging down like that. The back leg being silver is a bit strange. The orange seat he's sitting in throws off the color scheme, as does the transparent green launcher, which I thought was Rocka's shtick. And the blue windshield cockpit thing does not exactly help. So the color scheme's a bit of a mess, but the set itself is okay. For $10, minifigure, 3 of these jumpers, a complex turret, and some useful parts. I'd say it's pretty good.
How much is this?
$10.
Oh, wow. See, a set like this back in the day would run you 3. At best.
What?
At least.
Do you know how many
Yeah.
parts this has?
How many?
I'll be honest, I don't know myself. Let me look.
That looks about okay, maybe about $5. That does not look like a too terribly large set. Back in the day, I don't know. It looks like it has a complexity of an 03 Matoran to. Well, okay, that's not
51
that.
parts.
51.
It's more than Scarox and all the other $10 HF sets had. Granted,
Okay.
that's because of the minifigure, but still.
Yeah, 50. If it's 51 pieces, then it run you about $7. So on the parts of Palhatu.
Yeah.
Oh, how the times have changed.
Yup.
Anyway.
And then Jaw Beast has 49 pieces. But yeah, Evo Walker. What do you think of the set rather than the price?
Well, it looks like a general turret, so I mean, it pulls off the look well. I don't know why Evo needs it. I mean,
The description of the
already
Evo XL machine states that in story this thing actually gets destroyed.
Oh,
So
thank
you're
goodness.
buying something that in canon, is going to get blown up.
Useless.
And then in retaliation, he builds the Evo XL machine.
Don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like kind of just a parts bag.
Yeah.
So nothing too particularly special. I mean, the color scheme's out
That's
of whack.
exactly what this is when you think about it. It's a $10 parts bag that you buy it and you get pretty much all the major things of the invasion from below wave. You get the seat, you get a minifigure, you got the most of those jumper creatures out of any set and the different color varieties. And some bones. So, if that's up your alley, cool. Here's my question. What the heck is Evo holding?
Well, it's a saw.
It looks very awkward. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, the next set we have is Jaw Beast versus Stormer, the other $10 set, and this one is interesting because prior to its reveal, as far as the prior to the picture reveal, people were speculating as to, okay, so we had Jawblade 2 years ago, and then we have Jaw Beast, and like, okay, the other two, Flyer Beast, he has wings, Splitter Beast, he can split in two. So I wonder what Jaw Beast is gonna be like. Maybe he'll have a huge jaw. And then the preliminary
No.
pictures came out, and he has the same headpiece as all the other villains.
I'm gonna make two predictions here real quick. One,
Okay,
this is gonna be the first villain that they fight, that they see.
probably.
Aside from the little crawler things, this is gonna be the first big one. It's like, huh, he has no defining traits other than lack of hands and appendages and a giant jaw. Let's call him Jaw Beast. Then they call the other ones based on different things.
Probably.
That, and I sort of kind of forgot my other prediction, but still, that's why I think he's called Jaw
Hmm.
Beast.
Well, he's got a couple interesting traits about him, and I think he's kind of gonna be like Corroder, where they expect you to not have him standing up to get the full effect, kind of hunched slightly because he has these long arms and these short legs, almost like a praying mantis, and his back is armored, and the front of the torso is scarcely armored, and it has like a printed piece, and then he has these weird small feet pieces, which are different from the other ones, solely for
Have fun
him.
balancing.
Yeah, I know, right? You're supposed to balance him, I think, with the claw pieces
Oh, yay.
because they're so big. And his defining trait is obviously the color scheme, which combines the two most requested colors for years and years and years into one set. Even though the purple is very minimal, it's got some new recolors of that spike piece. I think yeah, it comes with six of them, and I love that piece. This is like a dream for me. Because the other purple spike they made, which was on Evo 2.0, I only got one of those. So, and then he does in fact have transparent azure bones, which
Fanfare, critical
in
acclaim,
in on one
inbound.
hand that's cool that they're transparent. On the other hand, it's not because it's not actual azure, which people want more of in new pieces. It's like, okay, we thought we were gonna get a new Azure bone, but as it stands, it's transparent, so it's gonna look weird compared to other Azure. I don't know. It's neat they put it in
Yay!
just to have it. And all in all, he's got some interesting stuff going down. $10, you decide if that's a good price value. I think he has enough recolors to justify it.
I
And I
guess.
just wish there'd be a bit more distinct about him because as it stands, he's just the cheap villain to get some stuff and some pieces. And he doesn't look bad. It's just the others have interesting traits about them, and he really doesn't.
Yeah.
He's got a tail like the other two, so that's something.
He lacks hands.
Oh yeah, he has
Oh,
more than six spikes because there's some on the tail. Well, I just thought.
wow.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, he looks pretty standard. Like I said, I think he's just gonna be a run of the mill generic Keiju. Beast
Probably.
from down under.
They come from Australia.
Yeah.
Invasion from
No.
Australia.
Invasion from the land down under. Anyway, so I don't know. The purple and quote unquote teal mix here. It looks good. I'm just a little bit dismayed that the purple that they gave us was just in the form of the new mold, which at the moment we don't know if it's even used. Wait a second.
I don't know how it attaches. I'd like
Yeah, I
for it
don't
to
know either.
attach like a hinge joint from the Kragger set and then have some attachment points on top because we know in the other picture it at least has an axle on the top.
Yeah,
So there's that.
yeah, but we just get purple and a bunch of spikes in the new mold, and then we get this new azure color. Not only transparent, which is nice, but in the shortest joint possible,
Yeah.
which is not nice.
Hey, those have their uses.
He
What
just
is
seems
what is
very
Stormer
generic.
doing to him? Is he trying to like prevent him from eating
He's trying to
him by
prevent.
holding open the jaw even though he's out of the jaw's range?
No, 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 Meso. You got it all wrong. Stormer is trying to prevent something. It's tooth decay. That's obviously a toothpick, and he's trying to get all the grunge and guck out of Jaw Beast's mouth. He's kind of like Plovar
Oh
in this
no.
series. Oh
Wow,
yes.
just wow. Well, that's that, folks. This is Invasion from Below. All in all, I'll be honest, as it stands, I'm more interested in it than I was in, say, Brain Attack. Even though I did end up liking that wave, some of the new stuff they're doing appeals to me greatly. I like it less than Breakout because nothing can ever top Breakout in my eyes. LJ, what do you think of the wave as a whole?
Wave as a whole, I'm glad to see that they're trying something new with the minifigures in a primarily construction-based theme. And I'm interested to see if that's a continued thing they're gonna do throughout other waves.
Probably not. Giant
But
monsters seems like a shtick for 1 year only, or else it'd get old.
well, no, no, well, okay, yeah, that's true. But it does seem I'm a little bit disappointed in the character choice.
Mhm.
But otherwise,
Definitely.
it looks, yeah, it looks like a good way to get through a year or at least half a year. And yeah,
Maybe
nothing
they'll
beats
make our
Breakout.
favorite characters in the summer.
Don't count on it. We're just gonna get another Frodo.
Yeah, probably. Alright, well that is it. That is our final video covering pictures for Invasion from Below. Next up, I guess there won't be any more videos about this theme. We'll probably just talk about reviews and whatnot in the podcast.
And the coverage of the TV show.
Oh yeah, the coverage of the TV show, that's true. That will happen. But for now, we shall see you all next time for another video. Goodbye.
Adios.